Okay, hello dear friends. Some friends suggest that I do a grinding ink grinding ink video. Since I have nothing to do in my life right now, since I have some time during weekend, so we will treat ourselves with the luxury of grinding ink. And sometimes I do not wash. I never wash my ink stick because inkstone, because it is supposed to be used for color. So why do you wash it, right? You can just continue adding some water and save the. Okay, I throw away that little pieces and save the water away. And here is my inkstone. Here is my ink stick. Why? What is going on? Okay, I will pay attention to what I talk about. So this is the ink stick. And it got dried, it broken up. And when it is broken up, it does not damage at all its quality of the ink production. It's only getting break up. It's a physical change, nothing chemical. Because the weather is different. Sometimes this ink stick comes from a normal temperature or a normal environmental condition. But when coming to California with 4 years of drought, California is extremely dry. And this piece of ink stick, as I remember, has been through Australia maybe. No matter has been to Australia or not, but after a long time, it gets dried up, and so it cracks. You can still use it, just I put on marker lens. You can still use it very well, nicely. So, okay, we are right. So here we can take a look. I know you like macro lens. This looks like my skin, right? My dried up skin. Okay. Zoom in. Wow. This is all natural, nothing wrong with the ink. And it does not change at all the quality of the ink. Now let's see the grinding surface. Okay. So this is it. So I prepare myself. You can very fancily put some, use this water dropper or air dropper, or just pour in some water. We will do the most basic way. And the ink, you can hear the ink stick at the very beginning is very hard. Soak for another 5 minutes, 10 minutes, for a couple of minutes. You can do like this, but the problem of doing like this, you will break the ink. The reason, ink stick is dry and the inkstone is dry. When it gets water, an ink stick is trying to absorb water. Inkstone is trying to absorb water. So these two parts, they are all trying to get the water out of that little area. So they stick together by natural attraction of equilibrium. Do I make any sense? They are trying to get water, so that part become a sticky part. When you open it up, bah! Sometimes it's now it's a little bit better, not totally. So when you do that, not leave it like this, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Now and then move a little bit, so it change into a new place so it has no time to form that sticky bond. And if you are on the very flat place, this in the middle is relatively flat, right? So it will form that bond. But in this bumpy part at the edge, there is a lot of bumps at the edge. So there are air circulation and air getting in, so it does not form that bond. So if you do want to do that, another thing, you can just leave it on the side. 2 minutes later, this water will get into the ink. I hope this sound is not too rough for you. It's still very, very hard, so I will soak it a little bit more, a little bit further. And sometimes it's kind of waste of time, right? But sometimes we do need this kind of purposeless time, because this purposeless this moment of no purpose has a great purpose, is to put ourselves into the right mood. And if we are doing something very meaningful, we lose the meaning of the moment. Do I make any sense? We need this moment of meaningless to regain our sense of meaningful. Phew, that is deep. I love myself. I love myself so passionately. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit better. And when you grind, sometimes you grind on the side, on this side, so it forms a not even surface. So the water can get into it. Slowly it goes to the edge. I can still hear the edge. Okay, I move it up a little bit so that you are not, you do not hear too much noise. It's kind of annoying with this strong noise, right? Okay, fix my camera. How long does it take to grind the ink until it is done? There is not a fixed rule. Sometimes if it's a small inkstone, 5 minutes. If a large inkstone, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour. And also depends on how much you talk. If you grind and browse the internet and talk and come back to grind, it will take longer time. And the most important, you try on a piece of paper. The best is try on a piece of newspaper, because newspaper absorb water. You want to see that if the ink is saturated in, it means that all the glue inside the ink and the moisture and the water from the ink liquid get into the state that glue take up all the water, water take up all the glue. If more than it is, if more than saturation, then there is not enough water. Your brush does not run well, and you feel that it's gluey, it's sticky. And if less than it, you feel that your water just does not have substance and too easy to run your brush, and you will keep grinding, or you will add a little bit of water. So until you get that feel, one is feel, one is the absorbance from the paper. Okay, I use a piece of kitchen towel to test it. Use my, see, this one is not yet good. It's too much water coming out, too quick. You want to grind it a little bit better. And kitchen towel does not really tell you the truth because it's too absorbing. It is supposed to be absorbing, right? And that is its job. Okay, keep grinding. Add some more water. And do not make too much water. I mean, do not make too much ink. You spend half an hour, 1 hour grinding ink, and you are get a hum of it and enjoying it, and grind it a lot of ink. You cannot finish it. It's a waste. Ink, it's better to be fresh. So grind 5 to 10 minutes, and it's done, and just the amount for you to use. Use it up. Use your brush to do exercise on a piece of waste paper, and until you finish them and done for the day. That is more important. That is almost good. There is this dry. It means the water is not running too much. Ink has characters. If you grind it too harsh in a too fast speed, just imagine the ink has a quick temper and it's just not well balanced. If you grind it too slow, the ink just does not have that density, have that strength. And you grind ink, you need to have the right amount of strength, the right amount of tempo and speed, and the movement. So your ink is 不晕不火. It's not weak, not spicy, Chinese word. Or it's just the well-balanced equilibrium and tempered.